Greetings and salutations. And if you can't tell, I'm still sick. My voice is thrashed from all the coughing. So we are going to play some Pal World, and I'm going to try not to talk a lot. Um, the coughing has caused a lot of lung pain, kind of like a sore throat. It's more like a strained voice box, and also it's caused me a small headache. So right now I kind of sound like um what's the name of that character? What is the name of that character? I cannot remember it. Oh, Dr. Girlfriend from Venture Brothers. That's what I kind of sound like. It's like honestly, I would not wish this upon my enemies. This cold is not fun, but I stick by my guns in the respect of you know I've always said I'm always gonna do this whether I'm sick. It doesn't matter how sick I am. Even if I had laryngitis, I'd be out here whispering. I would pull this microphone close and I'd just be like, I can't talk, etc. I would do that 100% because what what message does that send to aspiring creators? Oh, um there's a guy and he does YouTube and he takes sick days. Really? I don't know about anybody else, but if I was taking sick days, I'd be upset at myself. Would 100% be upset at myself. And I mean, it's mostly because I've always been a firm believer of um, having good work ethic, despite people calling this not being actual work. What am I doing? I'm going to take a fast travel. Um, it's granted it's not actual work, but the work ethic is still there. To not take a day off, to not shirk your responsibilities. That still exists, and having that stick to itiveness matters. And sometimes it's an inspiration to people. Sometimes. And I'm drinking hot coffee to try to relieve uh, the bronchial um, congestion. Ow. That was not fun, Masanda. Ah, they got me. I apologize for blowing my nose there. Oh. I would, like I said, I would never wish this upon my worst enemy. Headaches are debilitating. Really. Mossanda. Of course the armor's damaged. What is with this place? I want to use up all my ammunition on that. My armor's damaged, so that doesn't help. We're gonna come back to that. I'm gonna repair my armor, and then I'll come back out. Then, during my recording, if it rolls over past midnight, I will be playing the beta of Battlefield 6. So, I've got other things coming up. I've got other irons in the fire for sure. We need more sulfur. Where did I put the tomato seeds? Wait. You know what? We're gonna put the baked berries in there too. I'll put the bread in my pouch. There's the tomato seeds. I knew I had some somewhere. $13 on that. All right. And yes, this cold came with all your necessary things like fever, you know, everything you could think of. Jeez. What is with him escaping all my spheres? Of course. Eh? Now we're talking. Oh, Dino's not going to put up with that. That's bad. Um, Game? I bet it just crashed on me. Oh. I apologize for that. Truthfully and honestly. Well, this game doesn't want to work. Doesn't want to end. I'll force it to end task then. Start it up. Start it back up. So not only am I, not only do I have illness, now it's being temperamental. That's all right. Like I was saying before, I'm I want to set a good precedent for people that when they, when they see me making content sick, or when they see something like this and they're like, man, that guy does it every day. He gets up, does it every day, and doesn't matter how sick he is, doesn't matter how bad he sounds, doesn't matter what's going on in his life, he does it. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Wait, spear. I could stab them with a spear. Interesting. Obviously, I need to go back and repair. I might have to make the metal armor. I've been kind of delaying it, but yeah, 1,000 years later. Um, um, that's a noodle scratcher. Not 100% certain how that happened. Rather interesting conundrum. I know that honey's used for making potions. Oh, good. Exactly what I wanted. A Toko Toko implode unit. Okay, I'll take it. But no, I like like I was saying earlier, I take pride in what I do, and it's why I have to blow my nose. Just give me a second. I take pride in what I do, even though it's not the most riveting of content or the most widely viewed or what have you. I still take pride in it. I still enjoy doing it, and that's why I come and I do it when sick. That's one of the reasons I do it. And I will continue to do it when sick. From now until, well, until it no longer exists. If YouTube ceases to exist in the future, then I will stop doing it. You know, if YouTube ceases to, or if I move on to bigger and better things or what have you, then I'll stop doing it. But I like what I do, and I like being able to do it without too much strain, so to speak. Of course, as I know, as I've said before, a lot of people be like, you know, would you just take the day off? You know, just don't record. You know, if your voice is thrashed and you're not feeling it, don't do it. Well, I can't do that because it's not like other jobs where you know I don't have to go into an office or an industrial workspace and put other people at risk of getting sick. Right? I'm here by myself. I can do it by myself, and that sort of solo mindset, if you will, um, allows get to I turn another fan on. That solo mindset allows for kind of a I would say a better work ethic at times. Now that that doesn't mean that it's that other people have a bad work ethic. Not at all. There are many people I have met that have an amazing work ethic, and I look at them and I'm envious. As much as nobody should be envious, I'm envious of how good their work ethic is. I'm envious of how well they do. And yet, you sit there, you look at it, and you're like, these people are setting a good example. And that's what I want to do. I want to set a good example for people. I want people that see my content that say, you know what, he does it well sick, he does it well this, he does it well that. So will I. Really? I have the high ground. I don't know what they were thinking, but it was not a smart move. That was a nice little quick descent. Is this the Guardian Rama? Level 38. We're just gonna walk away. I don't really need to have my character's skull inverted by something 10 levels higher than me. That's not high on my to-do list. Oh. The curve module is worthless. Oh, okay, wait. So the more B guards you have in your team, the more stats they get. Seems kind of busted. Really can't make any headway though. It's like every single time I come out here, I'm getting ambushed by a whole bunch of these people. Wish I could get more of those. B guards and Eliza B, they would be great. Problem is I don't think I can. I need to keep my eyes peeled for sulfur. Is that sulfur? Fine. It's ore. Nice little loot area, but I mean, there's no sulfur though, so I kind of have to go get sulfur. Sulfur to make handgun ammo. Well, all types of ammo, really. I love how they have like a sphere bench in here, and yet you don't see people. Whoa. It's devoid of people. It's filled with pals, yet there's sphere benches. Maybe pals are running around catching other pals. Possible. I mean, you can run around and catch other humans. So, ow. Ow. I didn't make a Giga Shield either. Sure. I'm regretting the decision. A lot of decisions I'm regretting. Recording is not one of them, though. So, I mean, I just enjoy it too much. Way too much. There's the Lotus down there. So I'm gonna when I go to do the Battlefield 6 recording, I am gonna be like reviewing the game from an objective standpoint, like what I think of it objectively. And people say, "Well, how can you be objective?" That's quite simple. I don't stand to gain anything by lying about it, right? I'm gonna be like, is it fun to play? Are the controls crisp, etc.? That's all I care about because that to me is what makes the game, right? For example, this one does have crashes. It's supposed to. It's early access. Same way with like Ashes of Creation. Ashes of Creation's early alpha. It's supposed to have crashes. Ow. Ow. And then you take a look at like anything that's in beta testing. Of course, it's supposed to have crashes. I'm also going to review it from the perspective of how well does it record given the limitations of my 2090 Ti. Sorry, 2080 Ti. Because not everybody has an extremely powerful GPU. I can give the perspective of somebody that doesn't have a really powerful GPU. Though, admittedly, a 2080 is very strong for what it is. It was stronger than a lot of the 3 series processors, GPUs. So, knowing that and going into that, it's like, yeah, my GPU is not obviously the strongest thing in the world, but I want to see what it can do. Oh, Grintail's easy. Go get him, Cognito. Oh. What? There we go. I was all prepared to kill him if he broke out again. Sat there thinking to myself, dust him. Now, if this B guard is out here ready to blow up on me, I'm going to be upset. I might have to find a pal, an item trader, and get myself a whole truckload of sulfur. Because trying to do this stuff without sulfur is going to be very difficult. Then I'll have to switch to crossbows, and they just do not have the power. Really, that burned the cooldown on the gun. Ridiculous, that's a joke. Why does she look like Xena the Warrior Princess? You ever remember that show? I do. Never really watched it, but I remember it. Bird and egg. They're up. There is. There. Oop, what's that over there? What's that over there? Well, that was foolish. Keep the ball. Sphere. Sphere. All the way down to the... Oh, you know what would have been really funny? Keep the sphere, goes all the way down, and catches a pal. It'd have been one of those, what are the chances? Never tell me the odds. I also don't like this right here. Fire arrow, crossbow, poison arrow, crossbow. They shouldn't require specific arrows. They should make those arrows generated out of regular arrows. Did I ever learn that? The Giga Shield? I did. Oh, it requires a production assembly line. And that requires cement. Make cement. Okay. I get 10 cement out of each one of these. Cool. 40 gigaspheres. About ready to call it a day. Just based solely off the fact that, I'm battling an illness. I mean, there's going to be people, obviously, that are doubting it, that are like, oh, but are you really battling an illness? Yeah, I am. There are people that are just like that, though. They like to downplay everything. And it's like, not that. Wait, I know there's other things. I know I've got those stashed somewhere else. Let me take all the schemata. Put those in here. That. That's a third implode. Wow. I have that many implodes. Oh, there's also that schematic too. Oh, there's that goes there. That doesn't go there. Now we'll put that there. All right, so the medicine's there. My organizational skills are lacking. I get it. Rifle ammo there. I forgot to put that schemata away. Now, this was a large egg. I got Ushi out of it. So let's see. I need to build a production line. Rip. I'm gonna build it over here in the other base. No, I'm not. Nails, wood, and ingots. Also gonna have to make pal beds and put powered. Wait, can I build a power node yet? Can, but it takes 20 electric organs. Means I gotta build the human generator. Where'd it go? I already have it. That takes 5 electric organs. So I need 50 wood, 20 nails, and 100 ingots. You would. Hundred ingots. What's the generator take? More wood, so I need another 50 wood. I need what? 30 nails? Twenty nails. Then I gotta slowly crawl my way to there and then fast travel and then build. I'm gonna have to build new pal beds. Big generator. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna slowly get there. It's satisfactory in Pal World. It's what it is. Depresso is exactly me. Like, take a look at it. He's just unenthusiastic about everything. He's like, parts, Paldium fragments. But you can see why I built this Iron Empire, this Ore Empire. Because I knew I was going to need it. It's only a matter of time. But we're almost done. Almost done. Queue these over here. Then I'm going to see if I have the stuff required for a Giga Shield. I like one ancient civilization part. You know what that means? We'll put Penking's face into the dirt, try to get another one. Assuming Penking's there. He is indeed here. Hey, I got one. Actually got two. You know how you get in pain from like coughing too much or sneezing too much. And it just absolutely rips your like abdomen muscles to shreds. I'm at that exact point right now. Like it hurts from all like both sides all the way across. Looked everywhere. And it's paldium fragments, right? 50 of them. It's all queued up, and we're gonna see. Wow. This is gonna take years. How many of these generators do I need to build? All right, so I'm gonna leave this here. I have to find a place to farm electric organs or buy them or something because this is ridiculous. There's no way I'm gonna be able to produce anything at this current rate. But anyway, really bold of them to be right outside my door. Oh wait, caravan leader. Also a dungeon. I have to check it out. See what this guy's got. No electric organs. Yo, huge dragon egg. And of course, I ran over all the ore and got saddled down, got him encumbered. I'm just gonna drop it off over here. Legendary Dragon Egg. That was fortuitous. I'm gonna get it started. Let's see what we're gonna get from it. Classic. An hour. Moss from that grass egg. Well, at any rate, I hope you all enjoyed this video, because I did. Even though I'm sick, I still enjoyed it, and I didn't talk as much in this one. Reasons obvious. I hope to be feeling better soon. I am going to be doing Battlefield 2, or Battlefield 2. Battlefield 6 soon. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one. And if you get sick like me, decide on whether or not you want to take time off or not.